Penny, let's go.
I'm coming.
Penny, let's go. Sometimes I wonder if I'm any better than monkeys. The chimps are just like us. They have affection, passion, jealousy, greed for power, killing each other in battles, everything. When I was a kid, I asked God why we use a 10-digit system, using only 0 to 9 in math. God didn't answer my question, but my sis said, "That's because there are 10 fingers and toes, you idiot." Then I asked her why there are 10 fingers and toes. She couldn't answer that, nor could any wise people around me give a good answer. When I was growing up, I asked people why there are 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, but there's only 1 mouth. No one had a good answer, but a lovely girl dared answer it. "That's because you have only 1 pee-pee, sweetie. You have 1 mouth, 1 heart, and 1 pee-pee, and you have to use them wisely." That was the greatest answer I had ever heard. A pee-pee needs something that can love it when it gets lonely. That's why God created woman's lovely organ. I suddenly realized that she was the one for me. And this girl became my girlfriend later. She asked me, "Why do we have 2 ears and 2 eyes?" Then I said, "We need 2 ears to see the space and depth 3-dimensionally, and we need 2 ears to hear in stereo." She told me I could be smarter to answer this. After some meditation, I told her, "I have 2 ears so that I can listen to her carefully. And I have 1 mouth to say only what I need to say. And I'd better shut up my mouth most of the time unless I say something meaningful." And she said that I'm the smartest guy, and from then on, I could shut my mouth except when I kissed her. I became a love machine. And I opened my mouth only when my mouth had something to do with love. For a while, we were very happy, and then she left me after she stole my virginity. I've never seen her ever since. Sometimes I wonder what she might have become. What would I be now had I not met her? She used to call me VIP. Why? I used to work at a zoo for the apes. There was a fertile female gorilla in the zoo, and people wanted to have a larger gorilla population, so they brought a male gorilla here. He was big and brute. We called him VIP, and yeah, the name derived from very important personnel. But in our case, his name means very important primate. His main mission was to impregnate the female gorilla there, named Juicy. So, Juicy met VIP. VIP gets very excited as Juicy was very pretty, sexy. He couldn't keep his hands off of her. He courted her for a long time. He brought her bananas. He bumped her around all the time. But Juicy somehow kept her distance from him since he was too much of a prankish brute. While he was pursuing, we were patiently waiting for her time to open up, so that they copulate and populate the entire zoo as the gorilla lovers in gorilla styles. Finally, Juicy started ovulating big time. In the meanwhile, VIP had played too many pranks on her. He habitually dragged her arms around all the time, poked her nose, and she resented that. Just like a human. Now, finally, she was getting ready. But she kept on running away from him, playing hard to get. Sounds like a classic example of male-female miscommunication problem, right? The workers at the zoo tried everything they could to hook them up together, as if they were no better matchmakers. Alcohols, for instance. Let's get them drunk. Turned on the porn movies all night long, beating the beautiful African drum music. Everything. But nothing worked. After struggling for half a year, the zoo workers gave up and pulled VIP out of his cage and moved him to a different zoo. And they disentitled his manly title. He still kept his title VIP, but it changed into the totally different meaning. Now his new VIP became very impotent primate. After VIP was taken out of the cage, initially Juicy seemed to be happy. She ate better and seemed relaxed for a week or so. But soon she kept on looking at the cage where VIP had used to stay and made all his grunting love songs late at night. Obviously she was missing him a lot. There was no moon at night, without shedding her tears for VIP. Eventually, she stopped eating, gradually emaciating, just like human beings. Around that time, I got caught while I was enjoying my love with Penny at the zoo, while we were trying to hook up Lady Juicy and Gentleman VIP together. But this act was against the discretion of my female boss of the zoo. My boss called me VIP and then she fired me. Later I heard rumors that Juicy was taken out of the zoo as she seemed to get sterile, and my boss resigned from the zoo. Penny, let's go.
Wait, I'm coming.
Come on. In English, when women are about to have orgasms, why don't they say I'm going instead of I'm coming? This reflects how hypocritic English speakers are. How can you come somewhere unless you go there first? So from now on, don't say I'm coming. I'm coming when your head and base are about to explode. Instead, say I'm going, and going until you're really gone. Perhaps you say I'm coming because your lover will be afraid if you keep on saying I'm going and going. You will be really gone after going so many times. You see the dilemma? Although in truth, you have to say I'm going. You have to say I'm coming to make your lover feel secure. Then, you want to create the illusion that you are getting closer to your lover ever and ever, while the complete unity is impossible. Coming again and again is against the ideal notion of sexual unity. Our Western mind is so engraved by the notion of Christ's second coming. We have been waiting for the coming for over 2 millennia and nothing has happened. We are losing our patience. We want the end of the world. We want the end of our yearning for this painful world. Too much of yearning is painful. Too much of closeness is painful. Too much of love is painful. We want the end by describing the second coming. We want the end by describing the second coming. The biblical second coming is extended to our sex life. In our mundane, corrupted lives, what can be more sacred than the second coming of our sexual burst? Yet we have never seen the second coming, and we want the third coming, which becomes the fourth coming, and so forth. By the time my third coming arrives, we must have been dead already. The secret of our ecstasy lies in our eternal separation. You keep on saying I'm coming as you're really coming. Then I say, so I'm coming as well. If you come closer to each other on and on, at some point, you are bound to collide with one another. And yet, you want to postpone the collision forever. So keep on delaying the ultimate outburst. Instead of ending your consummation of the flames, you burn up and up and you go higher and higher. How can you come closer forever? How can you come closer forever? It is just like Zeno's paradox. So is the paradox of love. So is the paradox of sex. Once if you reach the climax, then you have to start all over again. You are not the same person anymore. You are older, tired, and struggle anew. Come closer forever. We don't need the second coming. This coming closer forever is as far as we can get to the divine proximity, to our spiritual singularity, as one and only one. And then I wonder, how am I really different from this monkey? Well, at least our females never say I'm coming and coming.
Let's go!
I'm coming, wait.
Perhaps that is the only way we really distinguish ourselves from them, or is there more? At least they don't let their folks kill their enemies with the theoretical or religious excuses, politically or economically justifiable perhaps, but not humanly justifiable. Perhaps these monkeys deserve the beauties more than I do. Perhaps these monkeys are better than us. We can see with our 2 eyes. We can hear with our 2 ears. We can grasp something, sense something, and stand with our 2 hands and feet. But our destiny needs more. Penny told me why I have 1 mouth and 1 pee-pee and then 1 heart. We need another bass to play the double bass together. We need the other lips to seal our lips. And we need the other heartbeats to beat together. Let her come to me again. Let her come to me forever. I never want her to go away. Penny, be my guide. Be my destiny. Let's come closer to each other forever till the wind of time carries us away. What would I be now had I not met her? What would I be now had I not met her?